Brenna Merrill, and I'm the Outreach Coordinator at Missoula City County Relationship Violence Services.
All right. I understand that you've got a new sexual violence prevention toolkit. What's this all about?
Yeah, so we were funded this past year through a grant called Ralliance, which was given seed money by the NFL to create a bartender bystander intervention training workshop. And so in April, we started training bars here in Missoula. The Rhino was one of those bars, on how bartenders can better intervene when they see instances of sexual assault or sexual harassment in their own establishment. And then we took the curriculum we created and made it accessible so that other agencies throughout Montana and throughout the country are able to download our curriculum and create the same program within their own community.
Now, how has the training been received here in Missoula? How many establishments have taken advantage of this training?
Great question. So right now, the Rhino is the only one that has completed the training, but we are expecting 3 more in the upcoming month or so. A lot of bars, their staff is mostly made of students, and we released the training right as school was ending, and so we're waiting for their students to come back, and then we'll start training again. Okay.
Now, when you're sitting down with these folks in training, what are you training them to look for?
Yeah, a lot of different things, right? So sexual aggression or harassment looks a lot of different ways. We completed a survey in January of this year to really ask Missoula residents what sort of things they have experienced. And we took that information and then asked bartenders to recognize those experiences. So some include sexual touch. So if you see someone grabbing someone's butt or breasts or getting too close to someone, asking bartenders and bouncers or security to intervene. There's also instances where someone might just be invading personal space or making uncomfortable statements about someone's body or sexuality or gender expression, and figuring out ways that are going to be different. If you're going to respond differently when someone is touching versus when someone is saying something. So working through different strategies for each of those different behaviors.
Well, it sounds like in some ways the bartender is, or whoever the server is beginning to act a little bit more like a law enforcement person, or is this coming across more like a friend?
Definitely more like a friend. So it's, bartenders are, the eyes and the ears of the establishment, and they also have a lot of power to make their environment cool and to make it safe. And so we ask bartenders to check in on patrons and to call out negative behavior. It doesn't, it's not, as you said, it's not like law enforcement in the sense that I can kick you out and get you in a whole bunch of trouble. Instead, it's more like, hey, we don't talk like that here, or like, you need to stop doing that, or else, I'm not sure I'm going to serve you anymore. And really calling out that behavior of the harasser. But sometimes it also looks like just making sure the person who seems to be harassed is okay. So checking in and saying, hey, is this person bothering you? Hey, do you need a friend to sit by you? Can I help you get a ride home? And just kind of being there as an extra pair of eyes to make sure everyone's feeling okay and feeling safe.
I would imagine, Brenna, that if it was known that a certain establishment had this type of training, that young college-age women would feel a lot more comfortable going to that place rather than someplace else, right?
That's certainly the hope, and not just college-age women. I think everyone would hopefully prefer a bar where bartenders are interested in making sure you feel safe.
Perfect. Okay, so how can folks get the training? or download the toolkit so they can see for themselves what's in there?
Sure. So if local bars or alcohol serving establishments are interested in the training, they can contact me or visit our website to get a training for their own staff. And if interested agencies, specifically prevention-oriented agencies or like DUI organizations, are interested in learning more about putting on projects within their own community, that would also be available on our website, and that is a digital toolkit with the full curriculum.